it's So From So's Real Thoughts, and today I'm going to be reviewing Nicolas Winding Refn's Only God Forgives. Only God Forgives premiered at the LA Film Festival, and sadly Ryan Gosling did not come, but Danish director Nicolas Winding Refn did, and said that if Drive was like good cocaine, Only God Forgives is like acid, the kind where you just sit there for hours and just see a bunch of shit. And that's how the film is really like, a really big sleepwalking dream where you just see a bunch of crap happen. If you are interested in seeing this film, do not take anybody's recommendation, do not even take mine, do not even take anybody's. It's really one of those films that is really interpreted differently for each person, and you know, even if you love Ryan Gosling, this film in general doesn't propel his character or highlight his talent, and so it's just one of those films. You're definitely gonna get a lot of mixed reviews. It's just a love it or hate it kind of thing, and so I'm just throwing that out there. This review might be a little bit more detailed, so if you don't want me to spoil anything, there's nothing really to spoil, but if you don't want me to spoil anything, just come back when you watch the film. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to reveal the one thing I was scared to admit to any film people because I thought they would just kill me for it. But the first time I saw Drive, I did not like it at all. So I'm just going to throw that out there for the whole world to know now, so they can hate me or whatever. But I usually don't like it when a film can change genres so much to the point that it becomes ridiculous and outlandish, and it's not seamless at all. It really is very sporadic at times, and so that is why I didn't like it. So I have very low expectations for Only God Forgives, but I was pleasantly surprised. Maybe it's because secretly I knew that this is the one film that people might not like that I'll like, which is a very strange reason to like a film, but whatever. And like Refn said, it's like being on acid. If I knew what being on acid felt like, I feel like it would be this movie. It just feels like you're just washed over with a huge wave of sleepiness, and you're just droning out. You're kind of really dazed. Maybe it's like being high, and you're just in a very foreign place, just kind of witnessing these events happen. And I know there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, I can see why people don't like it. It's just there's no substance to the film. There's no character development, nothing really goes on. You're really just watching a spectacle. And I feel like Refn is this kid who has this blank canvas, and he just puts all his paint onto one canvas, and he just messes around, and that's his experiment. This is his grand experiment. This is his baby, and it's art. And so it really is interpreted so differently with everybody, and even through its simplicity, there is some kind of beauty that I really can appreciate, even though this is a film that requires so much patience. I felt like I was holding on to a string. I was I was about to give up on this film, but it put me in a state of hypnosis, and I just went along with it. I was just going along and see where it goes, because I was just this is a lot to take in. So yeah. Ryan Gosling plays Julian, a drug smuggler who is thriving in Bangkok's underground criminal world. And when his beloved brother gets murdered, his devilish mother, played by Kristen Scott Thomas, reappears as a mirroring image of Donatella Versace that it's almost uncanny, and it's just completely unreal. And we know Ryan Gosling can act. We've seen him in so many other films, especially with Blue Valentine will just rip your heart out. And but as for this film, I think there is more. He's almost channeling the same character that he did in Drive, but in Drive, there's more depth to it. You could see his vulnerability and just his turmoil within his character. But as in Only God Forgives, he's a big ball of emptiness. I think he says about 3 lines in the entire film, and he's just gazing and walking around and pouting and kind of being the unappreciated son that he is. The real shiner is Kristen Scott Thomas, who, you know, is truly the mother from hell. I would hate to have a mother like this. The shit that comes out of her mouth is completely insane, and at times I was so giddy because it was just the most insane thing that I ever heard anybody say to, you know, their son or their girlfriend or just whatever, and it's just hilarious because it's so ridiculous. And I think she really holds our attention throughout the film, because like I said, this film is very much like a dream. You have one key player and everybody's kind of like drones, very blurry in the background. So, you know, I was just holding on to this film, and Kristen Scott Thomas was the one person that really perked up my attention and almost made me come out of this haziness, and it was just so fantastic. It was uncanny how much she looked like Donatella Versace, and I think that's what she was trying to do. And you know, she plays this mafia mother, and she really brings it. My God, like, I've seen her in other films, but wow, I really would probably watch this again for her. And so, like I said, this film is just a huge experiment. I love the way it was shot, the colors, cinematography, the music, oh my God. And it really comes together very nicely to create these like very distinct key scenes that I really enjoyed, whether it was like a torture scene or like a fight or just whatever. But obviously all together, when it, you know, it's a bunch of nothing-ish. So, you know, take your friends and watch this. This will definitely spark a lot of discussions, because it really is interpreted so differently. There's nobody that really loves it or hates it. Everybody's kind of in the middle ground. That doesn't mean you can't love it, but yeah, definitely they're just very interesting things. But you know, this is just one of his experiments that you just kind of have to roll with it. I do think that he's an interesting filmmaker, and I will definitely want to see more of his stuff, regardless of how, like, I don't know. I don't know if I fully like him yet, but I can appreciate his ambition and his vision, even if you know, it really does remind you so much of David Lynch at times. You don't know if he's being truly sincere to his own vision or if he's just mimicking somebody else's. But, you know, regardless, it's worth watching. It's worth discussing about. It's, you know, it's worth it. So, depending on what your definition of worth it is, you might just hate me or for even talking about it. But anyways, definitely go watch it, come back, and let's discuss about it in depth. And thanks for listening to me. Bye.